What's up, everybody? Welcome to motherfucker.
Jacob! My bad. I thought we were doing Jacob!
Oh my God!
Off, man.
Damn it! Welcome back to Let's Just Talk About. My name is Tony Lopez, and I got a plethora of people around. I got Jeff Burtis, Jacob Velasquez, Jose Tovar, and Chris Rios.
Way to kill the intro. Way to kill it.
It hooks people in.
Typical Pats fan over here.
God, just doesn't know when to like come in right.
I'm a happy Pats fan.
Right.
Let's be honest.
Why are you happy? Your team got smashed, and what? Your Bills got the.
But then they got their heartbrokens again by the same team running it back. Bills. They love to doing these moments of just running shit back.
Oh man, if only we could get Garrett in this.
Man, if this is I will say this is probably one of the best playoff weekends I've ever seen.
Yes, easily.
Every game coming down to the wire, including the Chiefs and the Bills, before we went on going into overtime. But for us gamblers, yeah, it was not a great weekend. It was not a great weekend for me.
It was a fantastic weekend for me.
You know, interesting enough, hey everybody, this is Chris Rios, host of the HAMMERTIME Podcast at Rios Stun on everything. You know the deal. But Jesus Christ, I on the show I had picked every underdog except the Packers, so I guess I would have gone 2-2. Now I had the balls to take a money line, so technically speaking, you would have made, like, if you put $100 on every game I picked, you probably would have barely made $50, which is not really a win in my brain. But
no, it's not.
Jesus fucking Christ. What the hell of a weekend. All I can truly say is that I'm glad that there's enough narratives after this week to completely put the Cowboys in the rearview mirror of everybody's brain.
As soon as that loss happened last week, I went to work and I did not want to speak about the Cowboys. I didn't want anybody bringing up the Cowboys at all. I got it out during the last podcast because I allowed Jeff to roast me, and I was like, all right, go ahead.
I warned you. This is not gonna go the way you thought, and all you Cowboy fans thought this was gonna be a cakewalk.
Tony,
no.
look. I will put myself in the same boat with the Patriots. I was so sad at myself. I got myself quarantined for a whole week, so I didn't have to deal with people. I got myself quarantined until.
All right, Jacob faked COVID.
He's like, I can't do this.
I don't see my kids. I don't see anybody.
Hey,
I got COVID.
Tony, at least you didn't watch any.
You
didn't watch any sports during that week, did you?
No.
Any of the sports debate shows? None of that, right?
I haven't watched sports debate shows in a while because we are the debate show. We are the top dogs, or at least we should be.
We got to get.
Is this Brady's last game in NFL history?
Stop it! Stop!
Stop
it!
Hey, real quick. Hey, like, I mean, we can get to it later, though, guys. But like,
let's first things first. Let's start.
Rodgers done with the Packers.
But like, no,
gentlemen.
I was gonna say, with all the storylines in play, like, what's more likely at this point? Rodgers winning a Super Bowl or Brady winning a Super Bowl? With all factors in play. No, but with all factors in play. Right, like if whether or not Brady comes back or not, whether or not Aaron ends up on a fucking cherry pick team or not, I think those are both equally likely in my brain. So interesting to think about. But yeah, let's go ahead and get rolling.
Yeah, let's talk about Burrow and them boys going down to Tennessee and Ryan Tannehill giving it up.
Tannehill, get your head out of your ass. You know what? Get on the sideline. Take those ass whoopings that you need to take. Because Ryan Tannehill, this loss is all strictly on you. But then again, Chris said it best. Why have high expectations for someone you know is gonna fuck up?
Fuck.
Yeah, good point. Hey, I want it to be known. That the HAMMERTIME Podcast is officially a Cincinnati Bengals show. And
go from Cowboys to Bengals.
Yeah, and my Joe Burrow jersey is in the mail now. So
you actually order it? That's awesome.
I ordered the Jamar Chase. Really, I did. I ordered a Jamar Chase jersey as well.
Oh, that's a good idea, Tony. Good idea, man. Look, I want Patrick Mahomes to lose so bad. I'm willing to hammer.
Why?
Hammer the Bengals.
It
what are they right now? +3?
Has the lines come out right now?
Let me check. I'll check it for you guys. Line right now.
I know
for
it's
next game.
-3 for the AFC game. No, for the NFC game. It's
It is
Rams
-7.
Oh, dude, what the fuck, dude? Bengals all the fucking way. Bengals plus 7. I'm taking that shit to the fucking bank. You know why? Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase and them cats. I think they're gonna exploit those Chiefs defense like the Bills did today. But I just don't think Mahomes has that type of magic again. Fuck no, dude. That's once in a lifetime miracle type shit. That's Jesus turning water and whatever shit that he did into fish and wine.
Fish and wine.
Dude, he had 13 seconds.
He fed 500 people.
He had 13 seconds, bro, to get a field goal, and he did it. That's
with 3 timeouts. It's
Patrick impossible to replicate.
Jeff, this man walked on water. This man walked on water.
He died for my sins.
It's Patrick Mahomes. Do you expect anything less every time we look at
miracles, bro? That's a miracle.
This is vintage Mahomes. I said 13 seconds or 3 timeouts. Plenty of time, but here's the thing. That defense.
First of all,
what are the odds, bro? Like 1 in 1,000?
Tyreek Hill gave them too much time in the first place.
Tyreek Hill and Travis Kelce with those weapons and the deep. Let's be honest. Mahomes got whatever he wanted in this game. Both quarterbacks got whatever he wanted. But we ain't talking about that game right now. Right now, we need to talk about Joe Burrow.
We need to talk about Joe Burrow. We need to talk about Ryan Tannehill shitting the bed.
No.
Big Burrow.
Yeah, Jacob, look.
Jackpot Joe, man. Come on now.
Smoking Joe.
Don't get it twisted. Ryan Tannehill did not shit the bed because that would imply that he had a bed to shit in. That's not what happened. Let's be real here. That wasn't what they did. Look, Ryan Tannehill, real stat here. He threw a pick to start the game. He threw a pick to start the half, and he threw a pick to end the ball game.
That's true.
So again,
in the first play of the game was a pick.
Exactly.
I watched it at work, and I was like, "This motherfucker here."
How many years left does Ryan Tannehill have on his contract? Because
if I'm I believe,
trade him. Man,
years. Trade him. Actually, you probably get good value for trading him. I take that back.
Trade him, get a better quarterback.
Guys, can I say this?
Kyle Shanahan would love him.
Hey, trade him to New Orleans.
Get out. Get
him in Green Bay. Get him in Green Bay.
Or Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh.
Or Denver. All those are good. Oh, please no. They're trying to trade McCaffrey.
Let's be honest. If you were to trade Ryan Tannehill now, you really could get your value. You really could get good value for him.
What do you think he'll get, Jeff?
Ooh,
like second and a third?
Probably a second. At least a second.
Yeah, I can see that.
At least. Get out, Tony. Get out.
I'm non-committal for next season, bitch. You're just wanting to go to Dallas.
No.
Look, I read many reports that said that Sean Payton is non-committal to next season for New Orleans.
Oh, he's going to Dallas.
Everybody is going to say he's going to Dallas because guess what? He has good rapport with fucking Jerry Jones, and all you got to do is trade a coach. You can trade coaches. Remember, John Gruden was traded from Oakland to Tampa, and damn it, Tampa won the Super Bowl.
I don't think that's gonna happen though.
I don't
care.
Give me Sean right now, Jerry.
But you have Mike McCarthy. He's a great coach, right?
Fuck McCarthy.
McCarthy
got Rodgers.
He doesn't even do anything. He's supposed to be the CEO, and he doesn't manage anything.
True. First off, Sean Payton's a better play caller.
Can we be real though?
Whoa.
Can we be absolutely real? And again, maybe it's just because I'm a little beat up as a Cowboys fan right now. I'm not really here to entertain anyone right now. But Sean Payton and Mike McCarthy are basically the same motherfucker. They both got it. They both had a Hall of Fame quarterback. They got it done once. They fucking really did nothing with anything else. They had very, very mediocre years. Everything else, and they get. They both of them have a million reasons to fucking blame someone else and don't really typically take responsibility for their failures. So
you're just saying that because you're hurt, bro.
No, it's the truth. It's the truth. I mean, Sean Payton would have done what? Sean Payton's done what?
Mike McCarthy doesn't have something tainting his legacy.
Sean Payton's a better coach. Yeah, absolutely. But fucking the same way you can say that, okay, well, Mike McCarthy got it done with Aaron Rodgers. Okay, once, cool. Well, fucking what? Drew Brees got there once, got it done once. right? Like, and it happened a bazillion fucking years ago. In fact, even longer ago than Aaron Rodgers did. So before we get that deep into fucking talking about him being that much better, you could argue he's a bigger choker than anybody else. Just keeping it real. And I hate to say that, but I love Sean Payton. I think he'd be a fantastic coach to the Cowboys. But he's on the same fucking train as Mike McCarthy is. It's the incredible world of expectations. You know what I mean? It fucking sucks balls, but it is what it is. And I think Jeffrey knows it, which is why he's not saying anything. To be honest, it sucks ass. I hate it. I mean, Sean Payton's a great coach, but again, I think Saints fans are just as frustrated. I think they might need a new fucking coach just to fucking mix it up. Jesus Christ.
Chris, you're literally explaining why I just have my expectations low every season. Because I don't want that
Cowboys
hope.
Fans,
I don't want that hope.
We haven't done shit since 1995.
And yet you fans still gloat, huh? So, yeah.
We're Cowboys fans. We're drunk half the time. Of course we're going to gloat.
You're also in the NFC East, so y'all think y'all big shots.
Yeah, you're the bullies of the NFC least.
Imagine being in the NFC South and still only winning like 3-4 fucking division championships with a Hall of Fame quarterback. So.
Well, you had 2 MVPs for you. You had Matt Ryan.
Just saying. I mean, fucking who cares?
And you had. Well, think about it like this: you had to face 2 MVPs in Cam Newton and Matt Ryan in separate years.
I think they're MVPs because their division sucks.
And you had 2 playoff games that literally went against you over some freak shit.
Just bad luck.
Beautiful shit.
The Saints should have gone at least 1 Super Bowl more than they have right now, but because of that the Rams pass interference call and the Minneapolis Miracle, one of those should have been a Super Bowl appearance, but they didn't. You know why? Because football sucks ass, and there is no God.
There is a God. There is
no God. There is no football God.
Where is he, Jeffrey?
I take it back.
Because I had hope that the Bills were gonna win this goddamn game, and you know what happened? They got
you had hope. You had hope.
You know what we did call? Hey, Tovar, you know what we did call? We did call the Niners beating the Packers at Lambeau.
You know, I do retract my statement. There is absolutely a God, and He has no love to give. It's completely.
He is a spiteful God.
It's just absolute. There's no mercy. I believe in God, but there's a God. He just has. There's no mercy left. It's 2022, and it's all been gone for 2,000 years. There is not a single lick of mercy.
He's seen how this world has deteriorated.
Listen, God gave away our mercy when we chose Trump as our president in 2016.
Yeah,
bro, we created a virus. We created a virus.
China
created a virus. Since 33 AD.
It's still people.
Since 33 AD, bro.
Are they? Not just joking.
People created a virus, okay?
Bottom line, Jamar Chase and Burrow got it done. Tannehill sucks. Time to move on.
The biggest weakness for the Bengals was highlighted in the Titans game.
Messiah. He's the second coming.
Listen, there's still a big weakness highlighted in that Titans-Bengals game that the Bengals have, which got to worry you. That offensive line does not exist.
No, but look,
Burrow's offensive line does not exist. And that's gotta give you worry.
Burrow will sit there in the pocket and take it, but he's still able to do the things that he does.
But
next week, the rematch.
He died last year. He died last year because he took it so much. That's not good for your quarterback. He took
those hits in Kansas City earlier in the year, and guarantee he'll take those again next week. I guarantee you, he'll take those again next week.
I know
Jeff knows exactly what I'm.
But
Jeff knows exactly what I'm talking about the Chiefs Bengals line. Oh, I heard Cap. Wait a minute. Hold on.
Nothing. Never mind. I was just double retracting my statement. I take it back. Yeah, no God. I'm just because if there was, it had any slight bit of love in his heart. Josh Allen would be moving on to the next round.
Let Joe Burrow get to the Super Bowl.
Justice was served.
There's a God, and his God is blessing Patrick Mahomes.
So okay, well then, okay. Look, you take Jeff. Look, 2 facts cannot coexist in this example. Either God exists and He hates the Saints, or there is no God and the world hates the Saints. Pick one.
There is a God. There's a God.
Well, I guess
he he makes a
God is mad at the Saints because there are already too many Saints in heaven. That's the problem.
Oh
man!
Oh shit!
Can't be that many Saints, dude. Too many
Can
Saints.
we talk about some goals real quick? That one in the frozen tundra of Green Bay.
If anything, the one person who's closer to God or closer to comparing to that guy is Joe Burrow. That dude has natural drip. He doesn't even need to walk on water.
Oh, he wore those sunglasses. I was like, bro, how swaggy do you have to be at the press conference?
Natural drip. This dude's gonna carve up that Kansas City defense, dude. So bad. Jamar Chase,
he will.
Tyler Boyd and them cats. Joe Mixon in the flat.
He will, but can it? Like Jacob says, can that offensive line protect Burrow enough? And also,
I think so.
I don't think so. They showed that they got to Josh Allen so many times today. They got to Josh Allen so many times. There were so many times they stopped those run plays that they were trying to do. Like, the defense actually showed up for the Chiefs, surprisingly. Their secondary, no. But that front line did. And that's what's going to scare you.
The secondary didn't show up because most of the game, Tyrann Mathieu was out with that concussion.
Right.
And that's a big if Tyrann Mathieu's not good to go for
he will be
the AFC Championship game, that might be a bet.
But I want to talk about the special teams of the Niners beating the Packers. Let's go back to this real quick.
Yeah, we probably, I think we're done with Titans Bengals. We talked about enough. Let's move on.
Yeah, we're done.
We've talked more about the Chiefs Bills game. What the fuck?
Yeah,
that goes more important and matters more.
But seriously, Rodgers, he is not going to be in Green Bay next year. I can tell you that 100%.
That's what we were talking about. Saints, maybe.
Denver.
I think he ends up in Denver. I honestly do think he ends up in Denver.
I could definitely see that, Tony, because he has some weapons out there with Cortland Sutton and Tim Patrick and Noah Fant. I think they got a good
running backs too.
Yeah.
Those are all scrubs.
No, what scrubs?
Those are all scrubs.
What the hell are you talking about, scrubs?
What are you talking about?
Big body bitches. Go ahead, Tony. Go ahead and tee it up. Go ahead and tee up the game. There's a lot of storylines in this game. Go ahead and finish your.
Yeah, like the special teams of San Francisco and the defense keeping San Francisco in this game the entirety of the game. It was in the field in the second half got super slick because of all that snow. So the receivers weren't even able to run the routes they needed to. Like I saw people not able to cut during certain routes, and it actually benefits the way San Francisco plays with all the running game they have. That block punt made that much of a difference that they ended up winning the game at the end. And also, can we talk about how Robbie Gould does not give a fuck about anything?
I love him.
Absolutely, but like on the note of special teams, just to keep it on topic, I think that block punt for a touchdown to me was just as important, necessary, and momentum driving as the blocked field goal was. So you're talking about a 10-point swing purely from the Niners special teams. They blocked a field goal, kept 3 off the board, and put 7 on the board. That's a 10-point swing. The ball game's not even close. That doesn't happen. Packers cover. Packers move on to the next round. It's a shitty game. It's a get-right game. They put the shit behind them and they move on. But now here we are, right? That shit absolutely got it done. They talked about it on Fox after the game. The Packers have the number 32 ranked special teams in the NFL, and it bit them in the ass. It's disappointing to see. I mean, again, the only thing I'm happy about is someone shot the bed harder.
That's true. That is so true.
Oh man, that was brutal.
But look, honestly, I would love to see a rematch of the 1984 Super Bowl between the San Francisco 49ers and the Cincinnati Bengals.
You just don't. Let's be honest.
It also happened in 1987. So
was it?
Well, actually, I think you're thinking of 81 and 1987.
I think who was the quarterback? Esiason.
It was Chris Collinsworth's rookie year. He lost to Joe Montana, and then he played 8 years in the NFL, and he lost to Joe Montana again and retired.
Yeah, think about this. If that happened, Collinsworth would be calling that game.
I know, and he'd probably cry in like the most hippie way.
It's so true.
I would love to see that. Gosh. I think that'd be a good way. And Collinsworth will retire that day too from podcasting.
Allow Drew Brees to take over.
He'll probably slide onto the Super Bowl trophy stage.
Oh yeah, he'll be there,
grinning.
Either him or Drew Brees,
cheesing and shit with his fucking low ass eyes, looking stoned as ever.
Dude, he always looks high as shit.
He's always shit. He is very high all the time.
Tony's always drunk. Chris is always high. Like, what's more?
No, I don't mean real recognize real. I get it. He's blown out of his mind.
Bro, you just look at him, man. Like,
that's what I've been saying, Al. It's just Al. I've known,
and Al is taking a contact with that shit too.
I just don't understand how you don't run the ball there, Al.
It's like, oh my god, how do you not run the ball?
No, man, but like, hey, Joe Burrow, Big Dick Burrow, and the Bengals train till the wheels fall off.
Bengals train all the way.
Bengals.
Let's be
next week. Back to the Packers. You're right. Again, the biggest thing I think that stood out to me is the way the Packers started. I mean, they literally scored on the opening drive. They got the ball back and were actually in the other half of the field. They were primed to go up 2 scores. And in hindsight, that would have put them in control of the ball game, because the Niners and Jimmy Garoppolo couldn't do a goddamn thing until 40 minutes into the game, which is ironically when the snow actually started to stick. So I'm not really going to listen to all that bullshit about, the whole snow and thing. Yeah, it's cold, yada, yada, yada. And again, I've never been the biggest advocate of believing that like certain players are built for the cold based on where their like geographical location of the fucking jersey that they're wearing is located in, because all these people are from all over the place and most of them are from the South. So it doesn't make a fucking difference. Just because you live there doesn't mean anything. People travel. It's 2022, right? Like, grow the fuck up. Like, that has nothing to do with anything. Most of these motherfuckers live in Texas, Florida, and California anyway, because nobody wants to live up there above the Mason-Dixon line on purpose. Now, I'll take it here and take it and go from there, right? Like, I mean, again, the whole cold thing, it's played out to me, unless you're Aaron Rodgers and you spent an entire career there and you have an entire regimen based off of that. But even then, somebody like Tom Brady, for example, is still would be willing to consider to play and make it preferable to play in the South, in the heat, in the humidity, just because it makes a lot more sense from an offensive standpoint. Now, again, the 49ers absolutely went in there and took their fucking lunch again. It's hard to fathom. Jimmy G might be one of the luckiest quarterbacks ever besides Eli Manning, and if he pulls off this win against LA, you're talking about the 49ers becoming the 2007 Giants if they can get it done.
You would talk about the Niners being the 2001 the 2000 Ravens, because Trent Dilfer, I feel, is even luckier than Eli Manning, because
it's
carried by a defense.
It's the 07 Giants at this point, because it's carried by the defense too and just miracle plays. But me and Chris were talking about, Eli Manning went to Green Bay in the championship round, knocked off the championship team, which was the Packers, in the snow in the same conditional games.
And overtime.
The Cowboys, the hot Cowboys, in a game that they shouldn't have won. And now we get the kind of the rematch similar to the Patriots. Week 17, then, the last game of the regular season was Patriots Giants. Last game of the regular season, you had Niners Rams.
Also, and they could be potentially forced to play the 3-time defending AFC champion Kansas City Chiefs.
Yeah, there's a lot of things going on for the Niners, and that's a run back game on its own.
With the what is it that you were talking about, the Giants Packers game? I have an odd story about that night. One, yes, Brett Favre's last game in Green Bay. I was in the hospital that night. I had a cyst under my armpit, and I had them turn on the TV while I was getting it fixed on. So I watched the entire thing on my back while I was getting work done. It is so I remember that night so well. It is weird. But think about this. Rodgers lost tonight. Probably will be his last game. I actually thought about something while we were talking about it. I think he could go to the Giants.
Oh, God, I hope not. That sounds like a terrible idea.
Let me explain. Let me explain.
I bet the house doesn't.
Let me explain, and it's all about trade bait. The Giants have 2 first-round picks. He would get one of them, and he would also trade Daniel Jones to Green Bay for Aaron Rodgers.
That sounds like a stupid trade.
No, I know it's
if I'm Green Bay, I'm not taking that. I'm not taking that as Green Bay.
Y'all are looking at guys. Y'all are looking at. Come on, think with your heads here. Fuck Green Bay. Green Bay has nothing to do with this.
Rodgers is free agent.
It's all Aaron. Like Aaron already said, I'm not going anywhere where I have to fucking rebuild. Aaron wants people to cater to him. The Giants, what they would have to do is literally sign every goddamn free agent in the league. They'd have to sign Devontae Adams first and foremost. And they would need to sign Christian McCaffrey. And they would need to fucking sign every free agent line offensive lineman. Everyone, literally they'd have to fucking throw the house at it, right? And then Aaron would consider. Right now, this offseason is going to be an arms race. Who can load up the hardest and prove to Aaron that there's worth the shit?
Here's the teams I think Aaron Rodgers have the chance of going to. I think Chris jokingly mentioned, but I'm not really serious. The Niners, if they're really thinking about replacing Jimmy.
Yeah, Katie. He's in a Katie style. He's in Kevin Durant style. He's gonna fucking play for the team that fucking beat them because they're loaded and they need an actual quarterback. Again, this team. Imagine if this Niners team had Aaron fucking Rodgers. Jesus Christ,
that'd be crazy.
Also think about it. It's also his hometown team, so there is some sentimental value.
Right. That's Brady was.
That's what
the Niners are. I don't think that's gonna happen because I think Jimmy G's gonna get his bank next, especially
with who? With the Niners?
I think if they go Super Bowl, yeah,
absolutely
not. If he goes to the Super Bowl, you can't.
Yeah, he can't.
Super Bowl twice.
Kyle Shanahan wants him out of there as soon as possible, dude. He wants Trey Lance in there so bad.
Anyway,
but he can't.
He just can't.
He can't switch it up in the mid playoffs.
No, you can't do that.
He has to ride with him right now. But no way they're gonna sign him again.
Next one, I think, and this was crazy. The Dolphins, I think, would be the perfect place for Rodgers. For Rodgers.
Oh,
the Dolphins.
It depends on the coach, honestly.
Depends on the coach in that case, which he might have sway over of helping choose a coach he likes.
If it's part of that, they fired Flores.
That still makes no sense, but we ain't talking about that.
We're not talking about that. That's a whole other story. But I think the Florida has, the Dolphins are a team that has all the pieces ready to go to win. Like they had a shot to get into the playoffs. But it's their quarterback that's screwing them over, which is also what screwed over the coaches.
Or what if Tom retires and they sign Rodgers?
Yo,
I was gonna say, that was what I was telling Tovar and Jacob earlier. I was like, dead ass. There's only 2 destinations in my mind that make any sense. It's running it back with it's Tom Brady retiring, and then Aaron sliding right in and taking it right up. Bruce Arians would fucking be perfect for him. They're very, very tough guys. I think the mindset fits very well. The skill positions fit well. The defense is experienced. It's very, very educated. And at this point, it's either one of the two. Nothing else makes any sense. Seattle's dumb. Denver's dumb. All their weapons are very overrated. They're all very shitty. They have no number one anything. They have all nothing but B and C players, but they all they're all B and C players. So that's all it is. The Saints no go. That's dumb.
Unless they fits their receiving core, and we don't even know.
I don't think that's happening.
We don't even know about the head coaching.
However, I will say if Aaron Rodgers does play for the Dolphins, I'm gonna go ahead and just unofficially yet officially declare myself a Dolphins fan next year.
I think Dolphins is a good match for him. I really do. Dolphins, I think is a great match. But here's the real kicker. Honestly, the best teams that don't really need to reload or rebuild, that just are really missing a quarterback or a coach, are all in the same division the Packers are in.
Bears need a quarter. Bears, I think they need a lot more than just a quarterback.
Okay, maybe that Bears, but Vikings, switching with Kirk Cousins, that Viking team looks dangerous. Put him in for the Lions. I think the Lions could actually make a run.
With what? With who?
I think the Lions have a.
Where?
Whoa! What are you talking
about? I like the Lions.
Is this is a scorching take that I don't know if it's
I've valid. Never Aaron Rodgers to the freaking Lions.
Wait, hold on. Wait, Jacob, serious question. A run
Towards what?
A winning season.
Towards 500.
A winning season. I mean,
but Vikings. I don't know. Once again, we saw the Lions. I like the Lions. I just, for some reason, I feel like, imagine all the cap room, all the things the Lions to build around Rodgers.
I would not want to play in Detroit at all.
Not in Detroit.
I know, but I'm just asking a team that doesn't need to reload, that doesn't need to rebuild. Like, I don't think Seattle needs to rebuild so much.
Seattle needs to rebuild so bad.
That's what we're saying. Seattle and Denver aren't good takes. Honestly, the best take is the Dolphins, in my opinion. Dolphins is the best place for Rodgers to go besides Green Bay.
It's true.
If I was Rodgers, I was thinking Green Bay or go to Tampa.
Yeah, well, that's all. Hold on, Brady.
That depends on Brady. That depends on Brady,
and that's again the place that needs a quarterback now to win. That's the Dolphins.
Well, he's a free agent though, right? You could convince the Tampa brass to not sign him.
But Rodgers not. Listen, Rodgers is not going to be a backup. Neither is Brady going to be a backup.
Why would Brady be a backup?
Yeah, I mean, he's going back to Tom's a free agent. He could just not sign.
Both are free agents.
Tampa could just not sign him and just sign Rodgers.
Oh, okay.
Actually, from what I understand, Brady's contract is a 2-year contract, but he has a 1-year option.
1-year option.
Oh, player option.
Yeah.
Oh, never mind.
I don't think he's going anywhere, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I don't think so either. I think he's going
to stay. Receiver and they're running it back.
Here's the thing, though. Well, Brady, we might as well talk about the Brady. We'll switch over to that game while I'm doing this. But Brady, he's not gonna lead the game. The reason they lost this game, it wasn't that bad. Brady played a good game, a good half.
That interception was ugly, though.
That interception was ugly. I called it a mile away.
He won't. Brady will not end his career on that type of a game. I think he's a little bit too motivated, even though he's done everything possible. So I just don't see it.
The last quarter of the game, not the last quarter, but the last you know what I'm saying. He played lights out. That was classic Brady. I'm making a comeback. I'm doing everything possible to win that game.
He came back from 27-3 down. 27-3 down.
It's not impressive. We see him coming out from worse.
I know. He's done it before in the Super Bowl. Don't do that.
Singular point.
Singular point, but worse. But what I'm trying to say
the GOAT did what the GOAT did GOAT things, but
Stafford was just on fire. Stafford had
Stafford did.
The GOAT did GOAT things by fucking literally just breathing air and being there while everything else in the world just lined up perfectly for him on a silver platter. It's it's been with the last 20 years. He didn't do anything. He didn't do anything about that comeback.
The real reason the Bucs lost is Bruce Arians, because he let AB go.
Bullshit.
That's not his game. No, stop it. Stop. That's on AB. That's on AB. That's not on Bruce Arians.
Bruce Arians could have worked it out.
They had three personal foul penalties in the first half because they were being little pussy bitches and crying too goddamn much, including Tom Brady himself.
Which is great.
Yeah, he got didn't he get an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's the first time he's ever got penalized for that.
It wasn't taunting. It was unsportsmanlike conduct.
Still, isn't that the first time he got penalized for that in his whole career?
Yep.
I heard that weird stat. I'm like, holy, wow. For all the shit talking he's done.
I agree with Jacob though. If
Thank you, Tovar.
the Bucs had AB, dude, we would be having
that's not on Bruce Arians though. That's
right here.
That is on Bruce Arians. It's on Bruce Arians.
Hey, if Bruce Arians wasn't such a dickhole and just fucking put that, if he was just if he wasn't such a prideful dickhole, whenever AB was like, hey, I can't play, all you have to do was going to be, oh, yeah, sure, dude, just sit. It's the fucking Jets. Who cares?
Honestly, I'm going to be the person to say, I think they just gave those boys too much time, and Matt Stafford just gave it to his best receiver to get downfield. That's really how I felt.
Listen, Stafford's weapons were trying to lose him this game.
Yeah, especially Cam Akers.
Absolutely. Cam Akers.
If you want to win, you got to sit him and put Sonny Michel in. He's done for the playoffs. Yeah. Whatever he is, he has.
Cam Akers nearly cost him that game. It was four fumbles this whole game for the Rams.
I mean, you try recreating fucking Step Up and fucking breakdancing on your head, and
See how the fuck you do hold on to the football, guys. I mean, Jesus Christ.
True. Yeah,
no, I agree, but that second one was all him, Chris, and it's not. I don't blame him for the first one. I blame him for the second one, and therefore the first one because he didn't get the first one out of his head.
Also,
he's probably concussed from murdering Buda Baker.
But this game had for a half. The Rams were just rolling and also undisciplined.
Snort in there.
Yes,
Ndamukong
He made me fucking snort. Fuck
it was
off.
great. It was great. That was a good.
Literally the Buccaneers beat themselves in the first half. Then they decided to wake up, and then the Rams nearly blew that game away. But
they almost fumbled the bag.
I know, dude. The fumbles back to back, Brady's strip sack, and then the miscue snap. Oh my god, that was beautiful to watch back to back. But at the end of the day, I still see the game. I still saw the highlights. I still see what's happening. I don't need to know that. But here's the thing: Brady did Brady things, but the defense did not step up. When he made the comeback, what happened? Cooper Kupp, Matthew Stafford. The secondary was too damn depleted. It's been depleted all series, even during the game.
All season.
But here's the thing, and me and Chris were joking about it all game because shout out to Mr. 30 and his fucking clips on Instagram and shit. We're joking about this about these defensive players. They kept on getting injured. Once the things were going bad, they started dropping like flies at every moment they can.
Sean Murphy Button. I think Sherman. They had to bring in Sherman to just be like, "Hey, we're getting so depleted. Help us."
Right. But even during the game, these guys were any moment they could to look injured during the game. I really think some of these injuries they started faking after a while.
Moments too big. Not really an athlete. Pissed out my leg.
Exactly. It was that type of mentality they were having before they started going up. But they had the mentality going into that game when the Rams just started rolling on them. By the time it was 17-0, that's when they really started to be like, man, I'm just gonna make it look like I'm trying my best, and I'm gonna fake an injury so I can get out of this game. It literally looked like some of these guys were doing that.
I mean, yeah, I probably would have faked an injury too, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I can see that.
Wow.
But you gotta give credit to Stafford though. That man was fucking slinging the rock, dude. And I don't credit to Matt
Stafford.
You gotta give him respect.
Like I say when he was in Detroit, he was never the problem. And now he's in a good team, and now look at him. He has a shot at maybe going to his first ever Super Bowl.
It looked like he was a problem for a while, but he's got his shit together. He got his shit.
He got his shit together.
But now he has.
Go ahead.
But now he has to exercise one last demon. Get through the goddamn 49ers because the 49ers have dominated that matchup.
He's gonna choke, dude.
My question: Did the Niners sweep? Did the Niners?
I think the 49ers did sweep them.
Tony, actually, I'm gonna use this platform here to go ahead and just mention that the Rams are an absolute fucking lock. Absolute fucking lock. I don't give a fuck what the spread is. I'm taking the money line, put the goddamn house on it. In fact, Tovar, I'd be willing to bet you head to head or anyone here on the show head to head because listen, again, I said this. I went back and listened to some of our shows at Hammer Time a year ago, and there's a stat that I really like that I use that there's been no team has beat a team, swept them 3 times in one season in 11 years, and I said that last year, so it's been 12 years. And Matt Stafford is poised. I mean, he's already a living legend at this point, and at this
hold on,
it's already a living legend.
Go ahead.
Yeah. My only point is this: is if anything, the universe lined it up, teed it up for him. Perfect opportunity for him to fucking get angry and get it done. I mean, the comeback that happened today wasn't even on him. He threw no interceptions to make it happen. He didn't necessarily do anything wrong. Now, I wasn't the biggest fan of the play calling. I think they could have done something better. I think part of the reason they came back, there was one particular drive there at the start of the fourth quarter. I was talking to Jacob. I was like, dude, you know how much time they just killed on that drive? He's like, I don't know, 2 minutes. I said, no, 15 fucking seconds.
No, yeah, I remember.
Literally.
That was
they
bad.
killed 15 seconds and they gave the ball right back. They basically didn't ever have the ball. But look, if they can get past all that, again, not that playing the Niners will be easy. It's a matchup made in hell. However, props to Stafford for literally leaving Detroit once, like just in 1 year. and winning more playoff games than the Lions have in the Super Bowl era. So it's pretty insane if you really think about it. One thing I kind of wanted to call to question for you guys is, of the 4 remaining teams, who would have the, I guess, quote, in your opinion, it's all opinionated obviously at this point, but who has the most worthwhile storyline? And let me tee them up. Okay. The most boring one is obviously the Chiefs running it back with a dynasty, trying to get it done. If they can't get it done, then they kind of get washed off into the abyss of history and go, okay, well, they got it done once. And at that point, if the Chiefs can't win a Super Bowl, or they get there and they don't win, Patrick Mahomes is at risk of becoming the new Aaron Rodgers, which is a good or a bad thing depending on how you look at it. Joey Burrow, the Bengals never won a Super Bowl. You know, they haven't been to the Super Bowl in 40 years. Big Dick Burrow getting it done. You know, he could be the future, quote unquote, of the NFL. Now, on the other side, the Niners, potentially the Cinderella team of destiny, the grittiest team, the team that gets hot at the right time, the repeat of the 2007 Giants, perhaps. Can they get it done? The scrappy team. Maybe they were always a good team, but because of their division, they just had a force to be a wild card team, and it forced in a position where that maybe it didn't shine as much. Obviously hindered by a very subpar quarterback play. Shout out to you, Eli Manning. Now, and then obviously there's the one we just mentioned. There's Matt Stafford, 1 year removed from the Detroit Lions. Going into LA, they throw the bag at him. They say, fuck them picks. And Sean McVay and Matthew Stafford, throughout their ups and downs of the season, which, by the way, I think the downs were kind of a little bit overplayed because, again, they've been together and known each other for about 4 fucking months. But here we are, Matt Stafford, an opportunity to make a name for himself. Matt Stafford could literally win 1 Super Bowl here in 1 year removed from Detroit and literally have the exact same career as fucking Aaron Rodgers. So it's fucking crazy.
Okay, can I?
Another thing I want to add: if the Rams make it to the Super Bowl, this will be the back-to-back years the Super Bowl hosters are in the Super Bowl. Last year was Tampa Bay hosting.
Yeah, it could very well be the back-to-back years in which the fucking home team wins the damn Super Bowl too.
That'd be crazy. No. I'm gonna take this point. I want to jump in because I'm taking the Rams as the craziest story. And I say Rams as a team and not just Matthew Stafford, because what Chris said, they sold the picks. They said, fuck them picks. And
they got Von Miller too.
Yeah, exactly. They literally gave away every single pick they had. They threw the future away Von Miller for the present. And I think that changes the game in the NFL. Is that the new program? Is that the new system? Throw everything away just to win it for that year. Throw everything away, get everything that's great, build everything around what you think will win, and just hope for the best for how long that shit runs. I think that might be the new formula for the NFL, in a sense, making it looking a whole lot more like the NBA. And that's I think that's scary because that changes the way football is built. It changes the way teams are built with that mindset. I mean, Sean McVay has changed the game a lot with the coaching strategy and all the young coaches. But that move with the general manager of just throwing away all the picks, fuck the picks. We're not going to grow grassroots. We're going to do it by just finding the best players of free agency and bringing them to our teams. That
free agency, middle of the season, whatever.
Yeah, like I said,
middle of the season, whatever.
Yeah, that mindset I think changes the NFL. And if they win, that's not just amazing. Yeah, great for Matthew Stafford and OBJ and all these people. No, it fundamentally I think changes the way the NFL is going to operate, or teams are going to operate in the near future.
By the way, according to Caesars Sportbook, the Rams are 3.5-point favorite right now.
Oh, it went up. It was -3.
And yet, and Chris, yes, the 49ers beat the Rams. They swept the Rams this season because in Week 10, it wasn't even close. The 49ers destroyed them 31-10. And then in the last game of the season, you saw what happened in overtime.
Which gives Chris, you hammer the shit out of the Rams. Because that stat is true. Because we talked about that stat.
I'm hammering the shit out of the Rams. I swear to God.
No offense, Jeff. Yeah, sorry.
What was that?
I've been a little on the fence about hammering any of these games, but now, I'm putting my fucking cock on the goddamn table.
Listen, because the last time it happened, Jeff, was the not Patriots, but Buccaneers. against the Saints. They got swept by the Saints in the regular season.
All right, so guys, answer my question. What storyline is the storyline of destiny here?
I think the storyline. No.
Probably gonna be the Chiefs. I say it may be boring, but I think the Chiefs.
No. You're all wrong. The storybook of destiny here is the Niners, dude. Imagine the Niners. They have the 07 Giants feel from like top to bottom. They went to Lambeau and beat a top 5, top 10 quarterback. Eli went to Lambeau and beat Brett Favre, and now Jimmy went to Lambeau and beat Aaron Rodgers. It just feels too coincidental. It feels too Cinderella to me. Like the Niners have one silver slipper on, and they're just looking for that other one to put it on. And they're gonna find it, and they're gonna put it on, and they're gonna win. They're gonna go all the way. To me,
absolutely.
I just feel it, dude. It's like destiny to them. Like they shouldn't be here. They shouldn't be here, dude. They lost against a better talented Dallas Cowboys team. They lost against a better team in the Packers. And if they beat the Rams, Sean McVay and Matthew Stafford and all them weapons, I just don't see how you can go into the Super Bowl and not see them as a Cinderella story that can possibly take it home.
You know, that'd be an interesting point, Tovar, because I mean, let's pretend the Chiefs go ahead and get it done against the Bengals, right? And then let's pretend the Niners actually get it done. Let's actually look at that. Let's look at that. Let's digest that. You're talking about going on the road to Dallas, a hyped up Dallas team who supposedly had it done, two defensive MVP candidates, right? A team with a 1,000-yard receiver, 1,000-yard rusher. Fucking 4,000-yard passing guy. Like we can talk about the Cowboys all day in that regard, but they went in there and got it fucking done and absolutely laid their cock on the table. Then they go to Green Bay in the furious elements and get it done in a hard-nosed, gritty football game and do it the way football needs to be played. Didn't necessarily show out and do anything crazy, but they did what needed to be done, and they beat a team that was poised to win a Super Bowl and an Aaron Rodgers who was literally playing with a chip on his shoulder, if it's even possible at that age. And then it would involve going on the road again, playing a divisional opponent, and getting it done against a team who absolutely fucking threw the bag at this year's team. Absolutely pulled out all the stops and threw the fucking bank at this quarterback, right? Poised, especially after getting it done this far. And then it would involve potentially going to SoFi
again,
and then beating the 3-time defending AFC champions against a Hall of Fame quarterback.
And also remember the first time the Chiefs won the Super Bowl with Mahomes, it was against the 49ers.
Right, so it's a run back game on that one.
It's a run back game, and also to add to that, remember week 18. At week 18, the 49ers had to win that game in order to make the playoffs, and they were down 17-3, and they still found
they have to win the game to make the Super Bowl.
It just feels like the best story out of every single one of these teams left.
I know. I think it was the best feel-good story.
Especially with a quarterback that the coach doesn't even want, and they're making it this far. I don't know. It just seems like a storybook ending to me.
If they win the Super Bowl and they still fucking let go of Jimmy, though.
Yeah,
I don't think they do. I don't think they can.
Well,
you can't
let go of your quarterback.
Absolutely can. They absolutely can. They absolutely will. They could win the Super Bowl with Jimmy, but if Aaron leaves, you bet your ass they're in the market for him.
I don't see that.
Amen.
Oh, I have another two. Sorry, go ahead, Jeff. I'll go on.
No, you first. Okay. I was
gonna have 2 takes on that. One, adding on why I think the Rams are like the better story, it's just crazier, is the Rams are had to play 2 teams 3 times this year. The Cardinals and the Niners.
That
3 times. To get 3 times. 2 teams.
And they had to face the Bucs twice.
Yeah, like that's a ridiculous, like, we're playing so many teams over and over again on our way to the playoffs. I think that is a pretty fantastic storyline. Did the Rams play the Chiefs this year or no? That's a different
Rams.
I'm sorry, Jacob. What makes that so cool?
I just think it's so cool. Like, how many times you have to play the same opponent? It's just the grittiness, like the familiarity. It makes it harder.
But
the more times you play a team, the harder it is.
It'd be cool if they won all of those matchups.
No, I don't think it'd be cool if they won. I think it's cooler if they've lost, which makes it cooler. The fact that they have to overcome the fact that they couldn't get it done in the regular season, but in the playoffs, they do it right. Like, I think that makes it cooler. People tell me like, we whooped them all the time. No. It's like these were our kryptonites and we overcame our weaknesses. That's a cooler story.
Okay, Jeff, Tony, do y'all have an opinion on this matter? Like, what storyline here is the best one?
Honestly, the Chiefs for me, because the pressure's on Mahomes, like you just said. Because if he makes it to the Super Bowl and loses again, you're gonna put him in that Aaron Rodgers type of category. But if he somehow wins, then he ascends even closer. Actually, he's not GOAT status, but it would do wonders for his legacy.
Low-key Jeff, honestly, if he goes to the Super Bowl here again and loses, you know what he's at risk of? Worse than the Aaron Rodgers label. You know what he might get?
Bills?
LeBron James.
Oh! But honestly,
Ooh.
I feel the storyline of the Niners is probably the best storyline. Either them or the Rams, in my opinion.
It's the most like the NFC is the more compelling.
I don't care if the Bengals until this year hadn't won a playoff game in 31 years.
No one gives a shit.
I don't care. Look, this Niners team feels like Tovar was saying, does feel like the 07 Giants. It does.
Absolutely.
You're right. Like you said, the Niners feel like the better story.
But speaking on Mahomes, I feel like this game.
Well, let's just go straight to it. We're talking Bills Niners, probably the best game of the whole week.
I want to build a stat that I just popped up, and I thought it was cool about this Bills Niners game. I mean, the Bills Niners, Bills Chiefs game. Godly, we're going everywhere right now. Is that in the last minute? It said the last minute and 54 of regulation, not including the overtime. So the overtime lasted a minute long. So I had like last 3 minutes of the game. The Bills and Chiefs combined for 25 points in the final minute 54 regulation. At overtime, that's 31 points total in the last 3 minutes of the game.
Stat that, bitch.
That is an amazing stat. Also, stat that every team that's been featured on Stat That so far is out of the playoffs. That's another great stat that.
Son of a bitch.
Son
of a bitch.
Josh Allen was the last one. I was like, he's gonna lose today. He's on Stat
man,
Josh Allen looked like a fucking maniac after that touchdown with that tutty with 13 left. He's like, don't fucking play with me. Don't you fucking play with me. He got real hood for 30 seconds.
Because you thought the game was over. He thought the game was over.
I thought the game was over with 13 seconds with 3 timeouts.
I'm like 13 seconds with 3 timeouts. This is motherfucking Patrick Mahomes, sir.
Anybody with a soul thought the game was over.
The Chris and Tovar thought the game was over. I'm like, it's not over.
It's not over.
I thought it was over.
Because I'm gonna quote Chris right now, or okay, Tovar or Chris. He's like, all they gotta do is like double team Tyreek Hill and they're fine. Nope. You have Travis Kelce and Pringle. You're gonna be open. You got too many weapons, Chris. And who was what? Pringle and
you had Pringle.
Yeah,
and Kelce.
Let's call it for what it is. For the second year in a row, Sean McDermott shits the bed. Makes a dumbass decision. Last year it was going for 2 down fucking 15 points, and this year it was choosing to kick a ball into the fucking end zone like a goddamn idiot and give Patrick Mahomes even the opportunity. I don't see why the hell you don't squib kick that shit. I mean, goddamn it, like come on. Everyone's played Madden
That's
before,
what I was saying.
Right?
Triggers, Tony, you didn't mention that. You're like,
put that shit high. 3/4 tap the fucking 3/4 tap X. And
fucking
Tony, you
to run down at least another 4 or 5 seconds on the squib because they got to recover and start running back.
Yeah. Plus. If you guys look back at that first play after the kickoff, dude, the closest defensive back was 40 yards down the field playing the sideline. Why are you?
The worst part about that also?
Wait, are you talking about
It was a 4-man rush. They should have been only rushing 3 or 2 at most.
Yeah, dude. If you look at that first catch by Tyreek Hill on first down,
he
had so much room to run. It was ridiculous.
They were playing prevent defense. You had like 4-man rush, and you had Tyreek Hill literally just wide open. Holy crap!
Let me put the mindset of McDermott and the Bills at that point. Why they were doing this? They were more afraid of getting burned again by Tyreek Hill in the end zone, like they just did.
That is true.
That's why you double cover him, Jacob.
Exactly, but I said it doesn't matter. He's gonna still get a field goal. They were more concerned about losing right there in regulation and they were willing to tempt the fate of the coin in overtime. And when you
if they were that concerned, you squib kick it and you fucking win the ball game. It's just like these are all semantics. All semantics.
Regardless, they were playing
squib kick it, and go.
They thought they could win overtime. The end result is that team thought, oh, we can beat them in overtime, and that was the downfall.
No, that's dumb.
Tony,
that's not how teams think.
That's how McDermott thought. That's how McDermott thought.
McDermott's fucking retarded. That's okay.
Exactly.
Whatever.
Like literally, they were playing prevent defense. Those two plays, just giving up so much cushion. They were like, oh, and then the second play, Travis Kelce. Immediately just get down, timeout, and they were in field goal range. Two plays, and they're 2 plays within 13 seconds. They're already in field goal range. That you got to be shitting me.
Less than 13 seconds. You got 11 seconds to say it for them.
You got
9 seconds. It was 9 seconds. They have 4 seconds on the clock. Here's my take about this, and no one wants to say it. And this is worries me about the Chiefs and their players playmaking decision. If the Bills had once again that 4th down and they scored the touchdown, that was great and everything. 13 seconds. So you're right. That was too much time. If McDermott and Smart ended the squib kick, if all that happened and they stopped them in that last 13 seconds, the game wouldn't be about the Bills and their what's going on. It would be, why did Tyreek Hill not stop at the 1?
Yes. Exactly.
And no one wants to talk about that. No one, because they won. No one wants to talk about
it. At that time, Jacob,
they were down 4 points. That's why.
But you at the 1, you're telling me you're not going to be able to quarterback.
You played it.
You have 4 plays.
That's a bad
4 plays to get into the end zone.
I kind of have to agree with. I have to agree with
Chris.
I have to agree with Chris because you play to get the touch. You play to get the touchdown. You're down.
You play to win the game.
Your defense is trash. You know your defense is trash all game. Why would you? I just think that's stupid. Like, you run the clock out and you know you're going to get a touchdown.
They were down 3. They were down 3 at the time.
Jacob, that's why you suck balls at Madden. That's why you suck ass at Madden.
Madden is bullshit and you know it. So I don't know why you try to compare Madden to real world football.
Let's put this in
perspective. I'm trying to give you a chance to be partially correct.
I'm trying to give you a chance to understand that you can't. You have to waste as much time as possible knowing you're going to score. Like,
you don't know if you're going. You don't know if you're going to. You don't know if you're going to score.
If you're not going to score at the 1 yard line at the end, when that's all you need is the 1 yard touchdown, you don't deserve to win the game. If your offense is that great and you can't score from the 1 yard line with 4 chances, you don't deserve to win the game. That's
you gotta trust
if you don't take the go ahead touchdown down 4
and play
you definitely don't deserve to win the
game. You're down 3 at the time, so you just need a field goal to tie, but you just go for the lead and then you just trust your defense to somewhat make a play. Yes, they didn't make a play because of the Josh Allen shenanigans finding Gabriel Davis for 4 touchdowns. Jesus Christ, I mean, wow, what a performance. But hey, you score, you trust your defense, and if they somehow fuck up, all right, fine. If there's any time left, we'll take care of it.
But my defense has been sucking all game. My kicker was successful at this point. I wouldn't trust any of them. I would trust my offense. I don't understand this whole point. I think there's too much faith in the rest of the team, and I wouldn't have given that team that much faith.
You gotta have faith in your defense, man.
You can't when they're playing like asshole game.
But you would rather just play. All right, let's play at the 1 yard line.
Who do you trust more? Let me ask you the question. At the end of the day, do you trust the Chiefs special teams, the Chiefs defense, or the Chiefs offense to make the play that's needed? And answer the question.
That's not even a question. That's not even a question.
Feels irrelevant.
That feels irrelevant.
It is relevant.
It feels irrelevant.
If the game's on the line. Games on line, moments on the line. No,
it's not a debate.
It's not a debate because the answer is the offense. Everyone knows that.
No, dude. You don't fucking not score down 4 points.
You don't. You
down
score.
4, Chris. They weren't down 4. They were down 3.
They were down 3.
They were literally down 4.
They were down 3, Chris. Look it up.
They were down 3. They were down 3.
What point in this game are we talking about?
When Tyreek Hill got the touchdown. When Tyreek Hill got the go-ahead touchdown, and with a minute something left.
The Bills got the 2-point conversion.
Yes.
They went up 3.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then you go up 4. It's even better. It helps my argument.
And then you force them. You would have to force them to go all the way to the end zone.
Yeah. You literally go up 4. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, they were up 4. I'm looking at the scoring summary.
I'm looking at the play. I'm looking at the plays. I'm just like, yeah, you Tyreek Hill, you get the touchdown, and you trust your defense to stop them from the end zone.
I just don't. Right. I don't like that. I always think you.
If it was Jacob, if it was a field goal game, then I might have seen your point. But like a touchdown game, get in the end zone and we stop them.
But their defense wasn't stopping Josh Allen. Defense.
Neither team was stopping anybody. Let's be real.
Neither defense is stopping the defense. Why won't you trust your offense to score a damn touchdown? Like, your guys are not going away from my point.
Anything, literally anything could happen. Hell, a false start, a bad holding call. Just get it out the way and score. Personal foul.
Those fouls were very limited in that game. Right. There were not
a referee knocking over
a referee. Yes.
Right.
Stop it, Chris. Stop it. Stop it.
Hey! I don't want to go back through that. Okay.
Literally anything can happen. Just score and just call it a day, and trust your defense to stop from getting the end zone. The defense didn't stop them from getting the end zone. Mahomes just bailed them out, and literally a coin flip.
Right. I agree.
A coin flip gave it to him.
Which is why I'm saying I take who I can trust. At the end of the day, I take who I can trust.
At the one, just score and just be done. Tony, you say score and be done, or would you rather run it at the 1? Would you score the TD with 1:02 left, or would you try and drive it down all the way at the 1? Because Bills at the time, I don't think they had any timeouts, or they barely had a few.
They had 2 timeouts. No, they had all timeouts. Both teams had all 3 timeouts.
They didn't run out of timeouts until the Chiefs went on that last drive.
Yep.
So they had all their timeouts.
They had all their timeouts. Yeah. When Tyreek scored the touchdown, both teams had all their timeouts.
I'd still just take the score, because you burn all their timeouts thinking, hey, we may not score, so, but yeah, to score and be done, honestly.
All right, now let's go ahead and give our predictions for next week, because I feel like this argument went sideways.
Yeah, it went. Isn't this what you wanted, Tony? Isn't this what you want?
Rios.
Yes, sir.
You see how he doesn't answer the question.
Your picks for Chiefs Bengals and Rams Niners.
Is this who I want, or is this what I know will happen?
Who you want? I'm not talking gambler's perspective. I'm talking about what you think is going to happen.
Bengals Rams. Bengals beat the Rams in the Super Bowl 34-28. Now, what will happen? Probably the exact opposite.
But you want the Bengals to win. You want the Rams to win. And you want the Bengals to win the Super Bowl.
Yo, yeah, absolutely. Like, going back to my original, my original fucking, question brought here. Which storyline would be best. Yeah. Everyone gave a very good answer, but the correct answer is the Bengals, because that would be fucking insane. Never won a Super Bowl. You got a kind of fucking, you got a guy who, drips harder than a hurricane and fucking coming in there, getting it done for the team, who has won literally, they're basically the Lions, and he's over here getting it done. You know what I mean? Like, he's everything Matt Stafford was supposed to be. So let's be real there. Now, can they do it again against the Chiefs? I don't know. Blah, 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 blah. We could talk about that all day long. Yeah, but, yeah, if I'm going to make an official pick here, give me the Bengals. You know what? Give me the Bengals. I'm going to go ahead and just stick with it here. Give me the Bengals facing the Niners. Both teams are kind of teams of destiny in their own regard. And at that point, I let faith decide. But hopefully the Bengals get it done. I think it'd be a cool redemption. It'd be very fitting for Chris Collinsworth to call a Bengals beating the Niners in the Super Bowl. I think that'd be really cool.
Absolutely. Tovar. Jose Tovar.
Chris literally stole my fucking picks. I was literally gonna pick Bengals Niners, dude, just because I like both stories from both teams and both conferences. Like, imagine if the Bengals beat the fucking what's it called? The evil empire from Star Wars.
The Empire, bitch.
The Empire.
The Empire.
What?
Tovar, like, I love you and I know you're a nerd, but that you just lose all nerd credit when you
Tovar.
You lose all nerd credit. You don't understand Star Wars.
Dude, if Drip Burrow goes to Arrowhead and beats Patrick Mahomes, and then Jimmy G goes and beats Sean McVay at SoFi, I will have the hugest orgasm the world has ever experienced. Like, everyone would feel the vibrations and the pulsations in my body when that happens. That Super Bowl, to me, is so good. So good. Huh?
It'd be so aesthetic.
Yeah.
I think it'd be so good.
Cool uniforms, cool style, the whole
Oh, man.
it's just
everything.
beautiful, and I will pick the Bengals to win it.
You know what? I'm agreeing with both of you guys. I'm gonna take Bengals, Niners, because it's just both two feel-good stories. Collinsworth being high as shit, watching his team win the Super Bowl. Think about that shit real quick.
3 edibles deep. Fucking
Ew.
calling.
And then watching Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg at a halftime, knowing the whole stadium's gonna get a contact.
Collinsworth's gonna find himself on stage next to Mary J. Blige and Snoop Dogg. He's gonna slide his way
Fucking
in
family
on stage.
affair, bro. What the?
Right.
No,
if
but for
the
real.
Bengals are winning at halftime, like I think Collinsworth might literally like smash someone's mom, like in the booth. He's a pimp. People forget like how Collinsworth got famous. Collinsworth got famous for being a playboy in the 80s.
Yeah.
He's gonna fuck someone's mom. And then,
Imagine that slide at the board.
yeah. Honestly, Chris Collinsworth is. Imagine if Urban Meyer had manners.
Yo, that's the best thing I've heard.
Oh my god.
Right? Like Urban Meyer's like, fuck, I want to fuck you right now. I'm Urban Meyer. Chris Collinsworth's like, hey baby, what you doing? I mean, you know what I'm saying?
I need something wholesome after this. Jeff, give me your picks.
I was about to say the same thing.
You've known my pick since the beginning of the season. That pick is not changing. I'm sorry to burst your bubble. I'm saying Rams Chiefs.
Jeff, your preseason pick is still alive?
His preseason pick is still alive. You can go back and listen to the episode.
Insane.
That's pretty great. Jeff, out of this season of just no one knowing shit this season about anything and everything, let's give round of applause to Jeff, guys. Round of applause.
Yo, for real, yeah, absolutely.
Thank you. Thanks. That's the only reason I'm just like, yeah, my preseason pick is still alive. So
and guess what? His pick was the Chiefs to win the fucking Super Bowl too.
And it still stands.
All right. I'll move on. Jeff, I agree.
Tell us.
I agree with everything you say, except it's gonna be the Rams being the Chiefs in the Super Bowl. I see Rams, Chiefs, Rams.
What a bunch of square picks, man.
Boy, fuck off, dude. I feel good.
These are such like favorite picks. It's so square.
How is the Rams favorite against the Chiefs? How are the Rams the favorite against the Chiefs?
Quadrilaterals.
How many deals did you get with Pizza Hut just to go and get a pan pizza from them? How square are you fucks?
Yeah, you fucking dinner box ass bitch.
First of all, that's a dinner box, not a pan pizza. Pan pizza's not
it's still a pan pizza.
Your picks are
round,
right angles.
What square pans are you using?
4 right angles.
You tell that to Detroit, okay?
Four right angles.
Detroit.
Look,
90 degrees. You guys are
pizza
so vanilla. 90
well,
degrees is ridiculous.
Look. All I know is the 90 degrees is the right angle, and I want to be on the right side of this. So,
hey, Jacob, 4 rights don't make a right. I'm like,
you'll see.
Make it wrong.
I mean,
all of us are going to be together during the Super Bowl.
I think you can make like a swastika too. Like,
all of us are. Oh my god! Oh my god!
Oh Jesus Christ!
We're not going there. No.
You're also not wrong. I guess that being said, Jacob is the devil, and everything Jacob picks and loves turns to hate and despair. So
Technically, me and Jeff talked about Nazi Germany on the Leading Brand podcast. We really did.
To be fair, whenever me, Jacob, and Tovar are around, Nazi Germany comes up at least once a conversation.
Yeah, I know. Like even when I'm there, it happens.
Speaking of Nazi Germany, the Olympics is coming up.
Oh, bitch! Off. Hey, on that note, Russia's a lock.
Russia's a lock. Russia over Ukraine by 1,000.
Hey, let's just be.
Hey, whenever Russia invades, when Russia invades Ukraine, we'll put the over under on like how long the invasion lasts.
Okay. Historically speaking, I would like to say this: we talk about Russia invading Ukraine when it's actually just Russia reclaiming Ukraine, because Russia always has Ukraine. Let's be honest.
I mean, they're basically the same place, so
they're basically the same place. There's no difference. We want to think they're different, but they're not.
Right? One drinks Tito's, the other one drinks Grey Goose.
It's a modern conception.
Just playing. Could you imagine?
It's Monopolova. Get it right. It's Monopolova. It's all vodka. Fucking potato vodka, bro.
Oh, by the way, my kids were so amazed the fact that the guy's last name was Molotov, the original foreign secretary during World War II. We had a whole discussion about last names and where nicknames come from.
What if that was actually like the reason that they like split up? Was like just disagreements in like brands of vodka.
What defines vodka? Honestly, they take that shit seriously.
The national brand. It was just like
what defines as vodka?
They're like, look, man. I love communism just as much as the next guy, dude. But if you're gonna be drinking that shit, all right.
I mean, think about this. The reason Puma exists is because Nazi Germany did. The two brothers who started Adidas didn't see eye to eye because of the split of Nazi Germany. So one person stayed with Adidas and the other person started Puma. That's the whole reason that both shoe brands exist.
But you haven't answered the question. Which one supported the Nazis?
Adidas.
Those are fashion shoes.
That makes sense. That makes sense that Chris loves Adidas then.
No, I don't. I'm a Nike guy. Nike's
what did you have from head to toe today?
But this is but again, today
Adidas swag is different. Adidas swag is different though.
Yeah, this is different
today.
Yeah,
and the SS swag was different too back in the days
Which is why today
swag was different.
Today I was the limited edition Chris Rios Adidas NFT.
Bro, tell me why. Me, you, and Tovar better be wearing Bengals gear when we get together for the fucking Super Bowl.
I already have a Bengals jersey right now. I'm about to order my.
I know. Bro, I got my fucking Jamar Chase coming in right now, the orange one too.
Dude, if they go to the Super Bowl, I'm for sure getting a jersey, dude, because I'm gonna be rooting for those guys hard, baby.
I already have some LSU gear.
So if it is my pick, are you not gonna be upset if it's my pick? If it's Rams,
black, like it's
yes, 1,000%.
Well, no, I'm not gonna be upset. I'm not gonna be upset because it's not gonna be correct. So.
Sorry, Niners aren't winning this game. Niners.
I would be infuriated.
Hold on. Chris, how can you pick the Niners, say Niners Bengals, when you just earlier said that Rams were a lock because no team loses 3 games in a row? That makes no goddamn sense.
You did say that, Chris.
No, I know. I'm talking about my heart, not my brain. Obviously, the Rams are gonna win. Obviously, the Rams are gonna win. But if we're talking about just pure. If we're talking about what should happen,
Chris, I thought you said you don't like fiction. You don't like fantasy. You had this whole conversation about you not liking.
Nobody likes fan fiction, okay?
We're not talking about fan fiction.
No. We're talking about fantasy. Hey. We will have a conversation about hentai. That needs to happen.
Whoa.
On that note, hey.
Whoa.
Jeffrey, what's your taste?
Oh my God.
No. Okay, let's move on.
To the next segment.
Yes.
Favorite porn topics.
To the next.
We off air, Jacob. Off air.
Oh my God. Follow us on socials. Follow Rios at Rios Stunting on Twitter and Instagram. Follow them boys. Follow Tovar. Tovar, what's your Instagram?
I don't really use it, bro. I wouldn't even plug it.
All right. Hey, follow the boys at the HAMMERTIME Podcast. Follow Stadium Junkies. We doing big and better things this year. Listen to the HAMMERTIME Podcast. Listen to the Leading Brand, me and Jeff's wrestling specific podcast. We're getting that shit off the ground too.
Also, Tony, I propose that we should do a podcast for the Super Bowl, like a live stream.
I like the idea. What do you guys think?
So actually, believe it or not, we can do, since I'm hosting the Super Bowl, I don't mind us doing that. I have a new speaker. This is not the one I'm using right now, but it's a multi-directional speaker. So you just pop that bad boy there, and
the microphone.
Sorry, that's what I meant. Microphone. My bad. But a multi-directional. It does 4 modes, and one of the modes is omnidirectional. So you just sit around it, and everyone speaks into it and records everything.
Can I ask you something?
One of the modes is hentai.
Yes, one of the modes has it does have a vibrator function.
Jesus Christ!
It does have tentacles too. It has 3. It's a 3.
Oh God!
He sets
I swear to God, I was gonna say some shit about some tentacles.
He sets it for her pleasure.
Oh my God!
Look, it's partly for professionals, partly for pleasure.
Hey, talk about that mic that came with the lube, or are you talking about the fucking...
No, not that one, Chris. Not that one. That's for another day. That's for another podcast.
Whoa! Hey, that's a boom mic, okay?
Yeah, he fucking puts the boom in it.
No,
Jacob, what brand mic was it that you got?
Hentai.
No, give me a second. Let me grab it. Give me 2 seconds. We'll be back.
Because I have the same kind of microphone. It's a Blue Yeti microphone, so I could bring my shit over too. So.
I love it though. Hey guys, seriously though. Again,
it's a JLab microphone.
All right, guys, check out the Hammer Time podcast this week. I'm gonna actually have an exclusive interview, sit down with Garrett Wilcox, Bills Mafia, East Coast collaborator from Stadium Junkies Media and the Hammer Time podcast. He FaceTimed me earlier, very, very upset, very angry. He hung up on me.
Good little bitch.
But he will. I will have a sit down with him one-on-one. It's gonna be like Trump after he lost the election. It's gonna be great.
Oh my God.
And we'll go from there.
So hey, sorry, real quick. It's the Talk Pro USB microphone by JLab.
Okay, I'm bringing my microphone over because mine's better than yours. All right.
Wow, I don't think so. But
let's be civil, Tony. Don't shout talk.
Look at my microphone before you say that, and then
I have. Okay.
Let's be civil, gentlemen.
Why?
Hey, civil. Fuck civil.
Fuck civil rights. Exactly.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Oh my God.
Whoa.
Jacob, we're done talking about Nazi Germany.
Oh, my bad.
We're already past that conversation.
Jacob, remember, you're a teacher, okay?
You're a teacher.
We're talking about Cold War right now, so it is fuck civil rights.
I've been past civil since the referee fucking knocked over our goddamn center in the wild card round. So at that point, again, we're beyond that. We're beyond. And Jeff, you should be beyond civil too since 2018. So
I've gotten over it. You'll get over it too.
No,
you have not.
No, I'm holding a grudge. I'm building calluses around my heart.
No.
All I have to do is bring up the videos, okay?
I mean, that was a few years ago. So.
You know,
Jeffrey, do you believe in miracles?
You know it hurts.
Miracles.
Yes!
Yeah. It happened to them. Oh well.
You're a better man than me, Jeff.
Yeah, but I still haven't given up for the Giants 07 season. I don't know how.
Oh my God.
At the end of the day, the Saints did not execute those 2 years, so hey.
I
still haven't forgotten Patrick Creighton for dropping that pass. And
holy fuck!
For the Dallas Cowboys.
I'm about to say, I'm still not over 07.
Yeah.
Neither am I, to be honest.
That literally would have turned Tony Romo's career trajectory completely 180.
Upside down.
Hey, I still think it was a catch.
Bullshit.
It was a catch. You know it was a catch.
In 07, Patrick Creighton?
No. Des Bryant against the Packers.
Okay.
Here we go.
Yeah.
What? My name is Tony Lopez. My name is
Jeffrey Burtis.
Shit. Chris Rios of the Hammer Time team here. Jose Tovar and Jacob Velasquez. Make sure you go check us out on Spotify and everything else. Go check us out on the podcast, on Instagram as well, at HammerTime_podcast. Let me know if you have any questions. If you want to talk any shit, potentially come on the show and or get involved with Stadium Junkies Media, CEO in this bitch for the last 2 years. So guys, stick with us. We got a lot of big shit on the way. Hit me up at Rio Stunton on everything. If you're a fucking scrub out there and you're like 5 years old and only have TikTok, I have that too. Also at Rio Stunton. Let us know what is going on. We have shit coming on the way, boys. Thank you for having us on.
Absolutely. Hey, follow him. If y'all want to hit him up and me up, I'm at Tony Lopez 76 on Instagram and Twitter. Big Tony Lopez on TikTok. I do have a TikTok as well. So boom. Hey, peace out, y'all.
Peace.